Well. Welcome back. So, I'm sure you're ready to find out what happens next between Malam Abubakar and Zainobi. If you haven't watched part 1, check the comment box below to find the link. You would want to watch part 1 of the story of love and vengeance. Are you ready for part 2? Let's go! A quest for vengeance. Abu lay beneath a tree, tired and not sure of which direction to take. Above him, hidden in the tree, some bandits squalled greedily. "Let's shoot him," said one. "There is no need. Let's just take his belongings. He looks quite harmless," the other replied. The first insisted, shooting an arrow at Abu. He missed, but Abu startled and sprang to his feet, woken in the process. "Are you a thief?" they asked. "No, only a wrong man seeking vengeance," came the reply. "Join us and forget your sorrow." "I am sorry, I cannot steal," Abu confessed. "Okay, who are you, and how did you enter this forest?" Startled, Abu retreated towards his horse, tied in the distance. They pounced on him and grabbed him by the throat. "You are not even afraid of us. You plus my money. What power do you want?" Abu cried. This came the reply. Flash, fading sounds. Abu struggled but passed out, his eyes drawing shut as the shadows of the bandits drifted into the night. Days passed, but that meant nothing to Abu. He lay there with no one to help him. Finally, he awoke, his head pounding terribly. It took a while, but like a nightmare, the details of his ordeal became more vivid by the minute. First, they knew his betrayal, followed by the pain inflicted by the bandits. Abu knew he had to get away from there fast. Abu went on. Upon nearing a town, he heard singing and asked a man nearby, "Do you know where I can find a man to avenge me?" "Ah, you must be a stranger. This is Birnin Zona Shirinka, the land of readiness. People here stand in readiness in case of strange happenings. A bad place indeed. You will find thousands of them," came the reply. The following day, Abu found a soothsayer. Abu Bakr learned from him that Malan Sheikh only took the girl from him because he had looked for it in 5 years, saying, "Nobody still loves you, but she is under a spell." But can't it be arranged that this same child will be their undoing? Meet it persuasively. This is not difficult, but vengeance is for God, came the reply. "But if you insist, the magic sap you seek lies in the evil forest." Abu did not look back. He thanked him and was on his way to the evil forest. For months, Abu journeyed on. No man or woman in sight. At last, the smoke rising out from a distance gave him a new hope. "Who are you? A thief?" The one-eared thief roared, the hunter as he reached for his bow and arrow. Abu broke into tears. He could not take it anymore. "I am a poor traveler." Abu narrated his ordeal, telling the hunter about his quest for vengeance. "Yes, this is how they suffer here. I am in this bush for over a year now. I have not seen a man, and the first one I come across wants to go and die in the evil forest." The shiver ran down Abu's spine. "Show me the way," he stammered. "You are a brave man, Abu. You fear for me. It's been 7 days. Destiny lies ahead. I cannot stop now, said Abu as he turned away before the hairy hunter could see the fear in his eyes. The hunter led him to his limits, and with tears running down his hairy cheeks, he hugged him. I cannot go any further. Goodbye, my friend. Abu walked on. He wept. He had borne untold suffering, and to what end? 2 weeks later, and Abu was still in the forest. He had fought a python, survived all those scary nights, the chill of the gusting winds, woke up only to find the hands of an old, frail lady in his. My son, she quivered, what brings you here? Abu mumbled his story all over again, this time with absolute fear and trembling. My son, I will give you this sap. She went to the tree, marking it with her sharp claws as she asked for his guard. With the sap came the command to leave the forest. Run! Run out of this forest before I harm you. As she growled, hairs grew out around her eyes as she took the form of a leopard. Terrified, Abu ran as fast as his skinny legs could carry him, finding his way back to the hunter's lair. After many months and seasons, Abu returned to his town, but nobody could recognize the battered, maimed, and wretched stranger. Barka da Safe Baba, meaning good morning, came the morning greeting of a young and handsome boy on his way to school one morning. Who is that? Abu asked as he sat basking in the sun. Tonight, Mal and Shehu and Zainobe will pay. He smiled as he followed the boy secretly. That night, Abu smeared Buba, Zainobe's son, with the magic potion. Going to the room where Zainobe slept, he patted her head gently. Zainobe, you have disgraced me. You and your husband shall pay. Your husband wanted a son. That son will be a curse to you. What is your name? Malam, who lied to the king, was pleased with his humility and pleasant appearance. Sheikh was not prepared to let down his guard. Our son ruined us, he later exclaimed, mourning to Zainobe as they settled down in their new home, far away, where no one would know them. First, your jewelry, then all my money. Now, our houses too. Malam Shehu worked hard to rebuild his wealth after his son Buba had brought them to realms. You see, Buba, their son, had become a thief, and a dangerous one at that. Overnight, he changed. It was totally unexplainable. Meanwhile, after many months, Buba and his gang were passing through town when he saw it. Wow, whose mansion is that? He asked. Malam Usman, came the reply, for so he was known. We must visit him tonight. Buba glared as he relished the thought of raiding his horse. Unknown to him, it was Malam Shehu's house. It was his father's house. That night was a night like no other. Zainobe wailed and screamed as though the scales had fallen from her eyes. There lay her husband, Malam Shehu, dead. Buba's friends forced their way into the house, fought and overpowered Shehu, and as old as he was, Shehu's heart failed. Many months passed. Repentant, Buba learned of Malam Abubakar and his evil deeds. It was time to pay him a visit. Abubakar was sitting by the fire, writing on his wooden slate. He looked up as a stranger entered unannounced. I am Zainobe's son. Buba needed to say no more. as old as a friar, with one eye and a disfigured face. Abu knew the end was near, and running was no use. It was over. Returning home, Buba lived out his days with his mother. He cared for her and continued his father's legacy. Indeed, what a great merchant he was. I hope you enjoyed the story. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.